We are here at the FATV studios with candidate Bill Gunn, running for the 1st District in Massachusetts, who's just finished an hour on Fitchburg Public Access TV. Bill, how'd it go?
It went well, I think. There was no dead time, and Bill and I got along really well, and we covered quite a few issues from the time I was a wee baby up until now.
Now, because I just drove up from the hospital, I didn't get a chance to see it myself. Were there any particular topics that were covered?
We talked about the healthcare issue a lot. Then we also talked about what kind of reform that we're going to want to enlist when I get to Congress. And he seemed to be in awe that I'm recommending complete government reform, not just little tweaks here and there. Complete government reform.
From what I've seen traveling around various areas, I've seen an awful lot of Bill Gunn signs in Fitchburg, Leominster, and the surrounding towns. I've seen, to this point, one John Oliver sign. How is it that your campaign seems to have drawn the interest, especially here in the Twin Cities?
We have a great grassroots organization. We have people that are getting out there and knocking on people's doors in my absence. I can't do this all by myself. This district's way too large. But we've got people that are getting out there and knocking on doors, holding signs on street corners, passing out literature, and just a great, great group of people that are concerned with the well-being of their country, and they're getting out there and doing the work that needs to be done.
To address a national issue briefly that's going to be going before Congress, there's talk of a bill to help bail out the various private union pensions that exist, in addition to the public pensions that are out there. What would your position be on something like that?
No. No bailouts for anything. If something can support itself, wonderful. Support yourself. But if it's not able to support itself, it needs to be restructured somehow through court or whatever. But the federal government does not belong in the bailout business for anyone.
Okay, the Boston Herald earlier this week had an article talking about how there were so few Republican challengers statewide to a lot of local offices. Why do you think the party, I know obviously you're challenging it in Congress, there's several challenges. Why do you think, if the Herald story is correct, that so many of these offices are being unchallenged in a year that would seem to be perfect for challenges?
I don't know. I don't know that people really knew to step up. A lot of the people that are politically active now are rather new at this. They don't know that they can actually run. It's not a difficult thing to do to get your name placed on a ballot. You just have to step up and do it, and I think a lot of people just don't know. I personally feel that while Congress is important, the more important positions are selectmen, school committee members. Those are the grassroots people that we really, really need, and those are the positions that should be getting filled. So if the story is true, I'm truly sorry that those positions aren't being filled.
Now, and along those lines, if you get elected to Congress, will you be coming back and campaigning for Republicans who are running for state office as well in the area?
If they indeed have a similar point of view to mine, if a Republican is a big government Republican, I'm not going to campaign for him.
All right, well, Bill, thank you very much for your time, and I presume that the interview will be available on FATV for people to watch at a later time as well?
I think it will.
And where's your next stop? Where can people find you next?
Boy, my schedule is so hectic. I'm going to be at Krabby Joe's in Southwick tomorrow, and I'm drawing a blank. But Saturday I'm going to be around, but I'm going to be in D.C. for a full week. This coming week, so
you're definitely getting around. So you'll need that motorcycle helmet to get down.
I will. Yeah, I'm drawing some looks riding around like this on a motorcycle.
Well, hey, that's just being yourself. Well, Bill, thank you very much for your time after that long interview, and you have a great rest of the night.